Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, do you guys remember way back in the day, in the early days of Halo 3, when people first unlocked the Katana sword under Hayabusa armor? Everybody pretty much wished they could actually pull out the Katana sword and use it in gameplay and stuff like that. It was pretty much a childhood dream of mine. Well, I finally managed to, somewhat get it working. And made the sword usable. But as you can see, there are a few caveats to it. But nonetheless, I, for the most part, have pretty much fulfilled my and many other people's childhood dreams as far as Halo 3 goes. So, as you can see, the Katana sword, first of all, it's unsheathed. So it's, you're basically fighting with a sheathed sword, but that's okay. Because, there's actually no actual katana blade in the game. It's just the one on the back. But so the challenge is to modding the sword to be usable. It's what I did was pretty hacky, I guess you could say. You see, you can't actually separate the sword from the Spartan. The sword is actually like physically attached to the model of the chest piece. Like the chest piece and the sword are like one model, and they use like one shader or one texture as well. So wherever the sword goes, so does the chest piece, or the chest piece variant that it's on. So unfortunately, that is why there's like a kind of like a piece of Spartan armor attached to the sword and kind of floating in midair. So that I cannot remove. I tried to hide it as much as possible. I removed like all the shaders for it, as many details as possible. But unfortunately, that's the best I could do. But other than that, the sword works pretty well. It is using the energy sword as a base, but it's also borrowing animations from the gravity hammer, because the way you hold a gravity hammer is actually pretty close to how you hold a katana sword, like in real life. So it took a little bit of fine-tuning and adjustments to get the position of the katana sword working correctly, but aside from the floating piece of armor, I think it turned out pretty well. And it's definitely like pretty much a dream come true. Now, technically, I could have, if I were to use like Halo Online or El Dorito, I could have separated the model from the sword and injected that back into the game. But unfortunately, I can't really make videos of Halo Online because historically Microsoft sends copyright strikes out for those kind of videos, and I'd rather not risk it because a copyright strike is a headache. So we'll just have to, for now, live with what we got here. But when Halo 3 comes to MCC PC, depending on what kind of mod tools are available or to what extent we can mod it, I may actually remake this. And if we can do custom models and stuff, then I'll definitely do a much better sword. I could probably, at that point, I could even inject a real katana sword model into Halo 3, which would be pretty cool, I think. But yeah, so for now, like I said, we have this version of the sword using an unsheathed sword. Like the gravity hammer's animations are really perfect for this. Like the way you hold it, is great, but like when you swing it, it's pretty much like how you would actually use a katana sword. Like not 100% the same as it, but it's like pretty close compared to like any other animation available in Halo 3 for other weapons. But yeah, it's pretty good, and it's also actually turned out to be pretty strong. That's thanks to the energy sword that's based off of. But anyways, what this actually is, it's an entire Spartan attached to the energy sword. The energy sword I made invisible, and I made the entire Spartan invisible except for the chest piece, because that's where the katana sword is. And then I had to rotate it around a little bit to get the position right. So technically I am literally just holding like an entire multiplayer Spartan in my hand in here. That's actually what's going on, but I did make everything invisible, so I'm pretty much just holding a katana sword, so it is somewhat usable, but technically it is the energy sword with the katana sword, quote-unquote, attached to it. But yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be pretty cool, and hopefully it also fulfilled a lot of people's childhood dreams with Halo 3. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. Leave your thoughts and comments. Anything else for me to check out or look into, or recreate, stuff like that, just let me know, and I'll do my best to look into it. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.